Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Welcome to ओए अभी. My name is अभिषेक. उम्मीद है आप लोग सब सेफ होंगे, सुरक्षित होंगे और अपनी जिंदगी में कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा जरूर कर रहे होंगे जो आपको खुशियों से सराबोर कर देता होगा, आपकी जिंदगी को खुशियों से भर देता होगा. बहरहाल इन टुडेज वीडियो आई एम गोना टॉक अबाउट अनदर बुक. और जो लास्ट वीडियो थी आई टॉक्ड अबाउट टू बुक्स. इन रिजल्ट आई गॉट अ लॉन्गर वीडियो. इट वाज ऑलमोस्ट अ 10 minutes video and I was like from the next video I'm going to talk about just one book so that I can go ahead and keep the video short and crisp. And in today's video I'm going to talk about another book which is like one of the most read books in the recent times, and that book is called The 4-Hour Work Week by Timothy Ferriss. Escape the 9 to 5, live anywhere and join the new venture, join the new rich. Before I talk about this book, I really want to make clear something to you guys that see, 9 to 5 is totally fine. Entrepreneurship is totally fine. If you're following your passion, that is totally fine. But because of these films these days and this wrong word of mouth where everybody is showing 9 to 5 down, that is totally wrong. I really personally feel that those who are doing 9 to 5, that is perfectly fine. Because the kind of stability, the kind of security 9 to 5 gives you that no other work gives you. Whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's following your passion, that doesn't give you the kind of certainty that 9 to 5 gives you. You can go ahead and manage your time, you can go ahead and manage your weekends, you can go ahead and manage your holidays, you can go ahead and manage your money. That this portion of my money I really want to invest somewhere, this portion of the money I really want to save, or this portion of the money I want to spend, or I want to buy something. So everything is fixed. You can go ahead and fix your life. Like, it's totally fine if you're doing 9 to 5. Because of the films, there is a wrong perception which is being built in the society about the 9 to 5. So I totally disagree with that. If you're doing 9 to 5, that's fine. If you're doing entrepreneurship, it's your choice. You're following your passion, it's your choice. So as I said, this is one of the most read book and I really liked it. And the most beautiful, like the best thing about this book is that it talks about the entrepreneurship. There are few rules, there are few laws like Parkinson's law, there is Pareto's law which talks about the entrepreneurship you can apply. But you cannot limit these laws or these fundamentals just to the entrepreneurship. You can go ahead and apply those rules in your 9 to 5 life as well. You can go ahead and apply those rules in your following passion life as well. This is the beauty of this book. So it has so many things which teaches you about the entrepreneurship. This book teaches you a lot about that. So there are few pages which I have marked so that I can go ahead and read to you guys. And so the first I'm gonna just read those things for you. I'm not gonna tell much about these books to you. I would suggest the books that I'm talking about, you go ahead and just give it a read once. You'll see that how you can go and apply those things in your life, and it will gonna make you a better person. It will gonna make you a better individual. So this book is divided into 4 parts, and the word is called deal, D-E-A-L, deal. So I'm gonna read one page from the E section, of the book, which says E for elimination, step 2, and this goes as: for entrepreneur, the wasteful use of time is a matter of bad habit and imitation. I am no exception. Most entrepreneurs were once employees and come from the 9 to 5 culture. Thus, they adopt the same schedule whether or not they function at 9 a.m. or need 8 hours to generate their target income. The schedule is a collective social agreement and a dinosaur legacy of the results by volume approach. How is it possible? And that all the people in the world need exactly 8 hours to accomplish their work. It isn't. 9 to 5 is arbitrary. You don't need 8 hours per day to become a legitimate millionaire, let alone have the means to live like one. 8 hours per week is often excessive, but I don't expect all of you to believe me just yet. I know you probably feel as I did for a long time. There just aren't enough hours in a day. But let's consider a few things we can probably agree on. Since we have 8 hours to fill, we fill 8 hours. If we had 15, we would fill 15 if we have an emergency and need to suddenly leave work in 2 hours but have pending deadlines. We miraculously complete those assignments in 2 hours. So you always have time for everything. It's just how you prioritize your actions, how you prioritize your time, where you want to invest that time, where you do not want to waste that time with something or with someone that is not important. So this book is really going to talk about that, and it will definitely make you a better individual. The next thing I'm going to read to you is from another chapter which says last but not the least. And I folded that page, but I don't know. Okay. Yeah, there you go. It's from the page 321 and the chapter the last but not the least, and the choice minimal lifestyle, 6 formulas for more output and less overwhelm. So there are many formulas, as I've spoken earlier. There are like Parkinson's law, there are Pareto's law, there are 18-20 rule. There are so many things in this book which gonna teach you a lot. So there are a few rules in the choice minimal lifestyle section, which says set rules for yourself so you can automate as much decision making as possible. Then there is a description for it. Then don't provoke deliberation before you can take action. Then we have don't postpone decisions just to avoid uncomfortable conversations. I'll read it again. Don't postpone decisions just to avoid uncomfortable conversations. Right? Self-explanatory. Learn to make non-fatal or reversible decisions as quickly as possible. Then there's a description. Don't strive for variation and thus increase option consideration when it's not needed. Routine enables innovation where it's most valuable. Regret is past tense decision making. Eliminate complaining to minimize regret. So I always, believe in 3 C's in life, which I learned in 2014. I was at some spiritual teachers gathering. There was a satsang where I was in, and that spiritual teacher, his name was Kallu. गुरुजी का नाम क्या था?
श्रीमाली जी.
हाँ, नंद किशोर श्रीमाली. हाँ. So
श्री नंद किशोर श्रीमाली जी.
हाँ. So the spiritual teacher's name is Shri Nand Kishore Shrimali, and this I learned in 2013 or 14 maybe, and he talked about 3 C's, which I was like really connected. I thought, yes, he's right, and I applied it in my life for a certain chunk or the period of a while. I was not able to apply those 3 C's. I was like in some other world, but yes, that period has gone, and now I have applied those 3 C's again. I've resumed that feeling in my life again. I used to believe in those things, and now I have started believing again. There was a period of time in the life of 1 or 1.5 years where I was like someone else. Okay, let's not go there. But the 3 C's is, the first C stands for complain. Never complain about anything. And I definitely believe in this more now. Never complain about anything. Second C, never criticize. We criticize a lot. We criticize a lot as a person. It could be anything, what you're criticizing, but we criticize a lot. Third C, compare. Never compare. Right? So what we do, we compare our lives to someone else's life. Right? We compare our body to someone else's body. We compare our abilities to someone else's abilities. Yeah. Alright, so this is all about this book. It's one of the most read book. It's a must-read book. Go ahead and read this book. You're gonna learn a lot as an entrepreneur. It talks about many rules. So yes, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for giving so much love to the last video as well. And thank you so much for making my reels viral. I'm getting good reach on my reels. So I really wanted to thank you everyone for watching those reels, and I'm really glad. And this is it for this video. I hope you're having a great time. Take care of yourself. Love your mom and dad. Love your family, and be happy. I love you. एंड हाँ प्लीज सब्सक्राइब हो अभी।